A highway mowing crew blamed for a serious semi-truck crash is back on the job, and you're paying for them to be there.
Yeah, ODOT spends millions to cut grass along interstates every year. ABC6 investigator Brooks Jarosz is on Waste Watch, tracking your money and looking out for your safety. Brooks?
Well, Bob, ODOT made it clear that mowing crews weaving in and out of traffic is unacceptable, all after a dangerous mistake that caused this crash. It closed the interstate for more than 6 hours and backed up traffic for miles.
911, what's your emergency?
Watch the lower left corner of this ODOT traffic camera.
There's a truck that just, oh my gosh, it flipped over.
As cars pass the I-70 and 670 split,
There's debris all over the road.
the calls this first Monday evening in May kept dispatchers busy.
I just saw dust flying.
It looked like it was trying to avoid a vehicle, and it flipped.
That vehicle this tanker truck hit was a mowing contractor's pickup. The police report says Jose Garcia Castro drove a Linkel Company pickup across the interstate and collided with the tanker carrying antifreeze. But then the video shows Castro driving away.
He tried to get away, and civilians found him further down, and from what I've been told, they held on to him until law enforcement could get there.
Police say Castro didn't have a license, was cited for leaving, and charged for reckless operation. But even days after the May 5th crash, we found Linkel crews still mowing and trimming. In fact, it wasn't until 3 days later that ODOT took action. An email ordered Linkel to remove the worker involved and stop all work on all ODOT District 6 projects. A few days later, Linkel sent this safety memo telling drivers to not fight for a hole in the traffic. Later that same day, an anonymous complaint to ODOT claimed mowers were weaving in and out of traffic to cut across the interstate. The witness feared serious accidents. ODOT told Linkel these maneuvers must cease.
You and I and the other motorists assume that these folks have been trained and are properly credentialed, and I don't think that was the case.
Linkel Company, based in Batesville, Indiana, does work in several states. ABC6 investigators found the Indiana Department of Transportation fired Linkel for being slow and not following contract rules. The EPA cited the company $15,000 for dumping waste and pollutants in stream beds and wetlands during a state project. Linkel also failed to have permits. In Kentucky, a newspaper reported a Linkel Company trash truck driver ran off the road and smashed into two parked cars. And after the crash in Columbus, documents Linkel sent to ODOT show the employee Castro is still working for Linkel in another state. ODOT gave Linkel permission to resume work a few days later, and by the end of the summer will pay the company more than $1 million to cut the grass along Central Ohio expressways. ODOT did not want to comment on the contract, but despite repeated calls and emails, Linkel Company has said nothing to ABC6 investigators. But Linkel still regularly bids millions of dollars on highway work in 3 different states. And we're now looking into why the state of Ohio is contracting out this work to begin with. I'm investigator Brooks Jarosz, ABC6 News.
Thanks, Brooks. If you have a tip for Brooks and the ABC6 investigators, just call 255-NEWS. Or you can send them an email to tips@abc6onyourside.com. And they can also be found on Facebook and Twitter.